Okay, welcome to Dow Stock Talk. In this video, I'll be giving you an update on my ground floor portfolio. If you're not really familiar with ground floor, make sure you check the suggested videos, but allow you to provide loans to people who's into real estate. So now the thing about it is, and by the way, I make videos regarding investing reviews, finance reactions, and just about investing finance in general. So if you like that content, make sure you hit that like button. But no further ado, let's get into it. So let's look at my investment activity. I haven't actually checked this in a while, so we'll actually see. So, okay, my portfolio summary. Cash at hand, $4.19. Now, I do want to let you know that I automatically have reinvest the money automatically, but each particular loan is for $10. So once the money gets to $10, once the cash gets to $10, then they'll put it in another loan. So my money at work, $2,100. So that would be a total of $2,104.19. Now, as you can see, as far as the investments, 61 loans invested, $2,100 expected rate, 10.8%. I already talked about their rate of returns and how they're prorated, but say that for another video. For the repayment amount, 59 invested, 2,300 expected rate 10.1, actual rate 10.2%. So far my experience has went pretty well. There were some people in the comments letting me know that their experience did not go so well and some of their loans was not paid back, but from my personal experience, things went well. But there were other people in the comments that said that a lot of their loans was not repaid, so a lot of them were defaulted on. I just wanted to bring that to my audience attention. But okay, so money at work, $2,100, expecting earnings $200.01. Now, of course, this is subject to change. If people pay off the loan early, you can probably get a little less money, and then they have to reinvest the money back into the loans. But anyway, like I said, the repayment amount invested 2,300, and net earnings $130.33. And by the way, if you like, if you're interested in using the Groundfloor platform, make sure you have affiliate link in the description below. I believe it's like you get $50 and I get $50, but check and make sure. Oh, so right now it looks like you would get $10 and I would get $10. Just wanted to put that out there. Link will be in the description. Okay, so next up, let's look at, most of the time, like I said, I normally get grade C. So grade A is less risky, then B, then C, then D, and E, and F. I normally stick with grade C. Grade C can only give you about 10 or 11%, but that's the one I normally stick with. But let's go to invest in C, so I can kind of show you. Sometimes I don't know what's up with my computer. Okay, so now I guess maybe because interest rates rose up a little bit, you couldn't used to get 10% for B, but now with B's you're getting 10% and C's you're getting 11%. Before, for the C's you used to get 10%, but now they upped it up. So for me, I like that. Some of the C's you get like 11.5. Like I said, a lot of times I'm just focusing on C's, and I'm glad to see that you could end up getting 11% now. And even with B's, you can get 10%. Yeah. So let's go to each section. All right. Okay, so this is how many's performing extended. So for performing 44 invested 1,430, portfolio 68%, expected rate 11%. These were the ones extended. 14 was extended, invested 550, portfolio 26.2, expected rate 10.1, default 3 loans was defaulted, and invested $120, portfolio 5.7, expected rate 10.5. Expected rate for overall total 61, 2,100, expected 10.8. Now this one, it shows, and I think this may be one of the most critical for each. If you wanted to really follow each individual loan, it shows you the expected term, the amount invested, and the expected earnings for each particular one. I thought this was the one, but I don't think this is the, okay. No, so these are expected. So this isn't the one I wanted you to pay too much attention to, but just lay everything out. Okay, this is the one where I think you want to pay the most attention to, because this one, you, as far as to me, this is the details that you want to see when you're looking at your returns and the actual money you're getting, because the expected rate of return, a lot of times they end up paying off the loan early. So if they pay off the loan early, they just prorate it, meaning like if the loan was extended for the whole year, then you would get that 11%. But if it was only for, let's say, 3 or 4 months, it would only be, they only prorate it as if you had extended it through that whole period, you would get that 11%. But it'll be actually a small amount because it's a shorter period of time. It can get a little tricky, but hope I explained it okay. But anyway, so the first one, the term was 15. The actual term was 6.2. So this is what I'm talking about for right here. So the investment was $200 and the repayment was $211.46. But you have to remember, because the actual term, they paid it off early, you would have got less money. Now, if they would have extended the whole 15 years, 15 months, then you would have had the 11% of $200, but they didn't. It would have been 11% of the $200, but you have to remember they paid off the loan early, so you don't get that full amount there. Same thing for this one. The actual term was 12 months. They paid it off early. When they pay off the loan early, you get, less money, of course. So sometimes, like I said, these are the key things. 15 months, they paid it off early, 2.2. So now look at this one. You only got 41 cents off of that. And to me, I'm paying attention to how much money I'm getting in the interest off of the investment. Yes, it's a shorter period of time, but as you can see, a lot of these, they pay off the loan early. So for term 21 months, actual term 0.3, investment amount 7. So I only got 18 cents off of this, but they paid it off. The term was for 21 months, but they paid it off in less than a month. So, and normally, I think the more loans I have to reinvest, to me, I'm taking on more risk because it's more likely to be defaulted. The more loans I have to keep reinvesting in. That's just my opinion. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about that? And it has all of them where it shows you your investment and your repayment amount. So these are the two ones I'm looking at: actual term, investment, repayment. This stuff I don't really care to, well, I know it's 11%, but the expected and actual. But what matters to me the most is the actual term, the amount I invested in, the total amount that the ending balance after that time period. That's all I'm care about. So the earnings, like I said, the actual term, amount invested, earnings, and actual return. That's what I care about the most. I don't really care about if the return, if I had it for that whole term, I would get the 11%. I'm not really concerned about that. I'm concerned about the actual term, amount invested, earnings, and actual return earnings. So I got 200 invested. Okay, so I held it for actual term 6.2 months. So for a 6.2 month investment, I got $200. I invested $200. I earned $11.46, and now the actual return, well, with a total $211.46. So that's what I'm more so concerned about. And they, like I said, they have it for each particular one. I just wanted to, and of course, all the transactions, all the transactions that was made in that period, where you can see where the loans was reinvested. And okay, so all the ones for the loan, when I put in the loan, that's when it says the repayment is the black. So you can kind of see all the history. I believe I started in, that's a good question. I believe I started in 2020, maybe 2000, even 2019, I believe. It was a while ago since I started, but I think it was in 2019. I definitely have to check that. And by the way, I would also like if they did like an annual return on these. That would be pretty cool, but I know they probably won't. But yeah, so guys, like I said, I was just giving you an update on my ground floor portfolio. As far as when I started, yeah guys, so I started in March 2020. As you can see, the cash on hand, money at work, I had to end up finding it. So this was the earliest one from March 2020, the statement that I actually have. So since March 2020, as you can see, I started off with a much smaller amount. Let's go back a little bit, as you can see, and then I slowly increased it. Well, not slowly. Well, now this one is July. Now the cash at hand was $845 and money at work was $280. So as you can see, guys, I slowly, well, I want to say slowly increased the position, but as you can see, a lot more of it was in cash earlier on. And I'm kind of, this is January 2021. So if you can see, a lot of times earlier on, I had most of the money in cash and very few money at work. So just to let you guys see, so I've been using it since 2020. Oh wow, it's been close to 3 years now. And this was my most recent one. They actually sent me a 1099 as well, but this was the most recent one. So January 2023. February should be coming in soon. But yeah, I definitely wanted to show you guys that. If you guys have any questions, make sure you let me know in the comments below. But if you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Out.